listen. I have another one coming. I did most of the editing. I need a vacation. I do. I did most of the editing on a video that I have coming up about Jessica Kent and Burner. The shit has hit the fan over there. Wait, what? I don't know what you're talking about. My YouTube is linked in my link tree. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Wait, what? You're going where? Also, if anybody in here, I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Nisi. Anybody in here that posts Lori Jones on a regular basis, please hit me up. I've been talking to some creators that I know it was long blue eyes. I know it was torture. Y'all, let me. This is why I can't pay attention to comments when I need to get something off my out. I fuck up. Hi, Sour Skittles. What up, Mel Rocca? That video was 6 fucking hours. If you post Lori Jones on a regular basis, I need to talk to you because I think we're going to do I'm jealous. We're going to do a whole blackout. We are not going to post her for a week in Naked Butterfly's honor. I have spoken to a couple of creators that do post her, but I want to make sure it's across the board. Because guess what? Guess what? Without the people that talk about Lori ain't shit. I spoke to a couple of them. I have spoken to a couple of them. So I spoke to like the main ones, really. I just need all of them. We all have to do it, right? The problem, why I didn't do the blackout thing with Lori is because Lori doesn't pull the numbers Gabby does. The fearless accounts were created to keep the numbers out, if that makes sense. You understand? Lori, everybody knows she's trash. So nobody really, it wasn't necessarily a thing. Also, I did notice that there is a mass unfollow, homebody hideout. She is dropping. So let's keep that going because I'm never going to be quiet. I hope, Lori Block, I know she does. I'm never going to be quiet about a person with that type of background on this platform. But I did notice her numbers are finally starting to come down. So there's that. Thank you, Carolina. So if I haven't already spoken to you about the Lori thing, just hit me up and I'll get to you eventually. Hi, Bird Dirt. The Gabby video. Yeah, ravioli. Oh, my bad. I was sub only when I talked about that yesterday. There's no excuse for that racism. Anyway, preferably Instagram or Facebook because I get to them easier. Hi, Weenus. Never gonna be tolerated. I blocked him a while back. The Sophie thing was kind of the last straw for me. So I didn't have to. But you can't be blatantly. I do have a P.O. box, yes. Fuck, I forgot what you can't be blatantly racist. And I don't know why this is a conversation I'm just going to reiterate because I was sub only yesterday when it came up. Psycho Bunny had no idea about that. I didn't. I don't pay attention to her like that, y'all. I don't pay attention to Gabby like that. I know that she's posting some ChatGPT shit. It's weird to me. I know that she also did not learn a lesson because she again released Hi Jules Rules, the title of her book. So it's only a matter of time before somebody else copyrights that. I'm sure it's already done, to be honest. I'm trying to get away from the day-to-day in that territory, if you know what I mean. Like, there's always going to be stuff that I have to deal with. Hi, Darlene, on the back end because of what I do, right? I was sent a video. Somebody sent me a video. If they want to say who they are in the chat, they can. They sent me a video, and that's why I posted that video asking for a mandated reporter. Hi, Donna. Thank you. Did I get your... You'd have to remind me. Hi, Truly. A video of a child being an infant being abused, which is wild that somebody would. Well, I removed it because it was done. It was taken care of. The video was infuriating. It was gross. Hi, Spotta. What's the best way to speak to me? Instagram. I check Instagram a lot more than I check the other ones because that's where I'm sorry. Hi, Christy. That is where I do a lot of stuff, and it's always going to be easier for me to say voice memos because that's easier. It's been reported. Hi, Rat. How are you? It has been reported. It has been reported. A mandated reporter, hi Mahalo, did reach out to me. Thank you guys. And they are aware of the situation. Hi, Beans. Beans, you still get in trouble on these TikTok streets. So it was reported. That's why if you noticed, I pulled good. I'm glad to hear it. We are changing behaviors around this bitch. I forgot what I was just going to say. That's why I pulled the video. Hi, Chanel. I hope you're doing all right. What up, Betty White? Was because it was taken care of. The law enforcement was made aware of the situation. It was infuriating. It was the mother of an infant that physically assaulting the infant. It was gross. It was gross. But it was taken care of, and that's why I pulled. I don't know who that is. That's why I pulled the video. Just for anybody that asks, that's why, because it was taken care of, and law enforcement was made aware. So there's that. That's why that video is down. I don't really have a recap because I kind of stay away from a lot of it, y'all. Listen, people, you're asking me in my comments about hi Unicorn, about creators. I am no longer doing that. If I am involved already with some situations, I'm only handling that and the pedos. Hi, Selfie Queen. Because I'm never gonna be okay sharing an app with people with those types of charges. I'm just not. But other than that, I don't do that anymore. I posted to Gabby just as like a I felt like it needed to be done, like there needed to be a correction to the narrative that she was attempting to tell the world, right? It's bullshit. Anybody with any kind of, thank you guys, anybody with any kinds, what up Scoops, legal knowledge, even very basic legal, I'm sorry, I'm wearing white, even like a very basic legal knowledge, you should know that's not how it works. That's not how it works. She is never going to, her truth is not everybody else's truth. It is not. Listen, if this app got banned tomorrow, I would not give a fuck. I would not bat an eye because, hi Supermom, a lot of people on it, they're crazy. Just for me, I don't care. The only reason, her truth is lies. Her truth is lies. You can't. It's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate. But here's the thing. Hi Tori, how are you? Hi Baked. Until let me speak for myself, right? Until the people around me, friends, family, anything, right, stayed on me about there being a problem, those people enable her. They really like tell her she's a good singer. That should be enough. But that's why I made it a point in that video, hi JC, to say that y'all are the reason she continues. The people that are around her and not, what up Roddy Lava, the people that are around her and not being honest with her are the reason she continues. Because if those people were saying, no, this is not the way that things go, me too, then maybe she would be like, huh. But because everybody over there just ignores, I guess, I don't know. It's weird to me. Hi, Yankees girl. It's weird to me because there ain't no fucking way that my friend would be. Oh, also, it's Lily Grace's birthday. Happy birthday, Lily Grace. I don't know if she's here. I don't know if I saw her, but today is her birthday. It's crazy to me. If they were her friends, they'd be honest with her. There ain't no fucking way that I would let my friend get up on this app with that fucking safety plan and blatantly prove that she is mentally unstable. Nobody, y'all aren't even trying to help that girl. The things that come out of her mouth are not real. They're not based in any form of fucking reality. I promise you they're not. I have never texted, yesterday was Paisley. I have never texted her. I have never called her. I have never sent her an email. But she has come to my life and gotten in my box twice. I did hear that she was in Pity Pause Live today. Therefore, she is proving that she is seeking it out. Nobody is stalking her. Thank you, Ashley. How about Lotus? How are you? Nobody is stalking her. She is actively seeking us out. So why do y'all allow that? Why do you let her do that? It is terrible to me that not a single fucking person in that girl's life is trying to help her. Not a single one. Y'all are just letting her do whatever the fuck she wants, say whatever, take money from people. You're fucked. You want to know how I know you're fucked? You made that GoFundMe. I would bet my life there ain't a single fucking attorney that would take your case seriously. Not a single one. Go to Mouse Potato on YouTube. She is always streaming her. Always. No attorney is going to take Gabby's case seriously. Even the cops down there. What up, beautiful? Even the cops down there. They kind of believed her until they started speaking to more people. Because she manipulates. I also promise y'all that she is not, hi Goddess Sarah, she is absolutely not getting an attorney for $5K. Not for what she thinks. Absolutely fucking not. Thank you, Sally. It is not going to happen. I just want, what is the basis of said lawsuit? That's what I want to know. Because I could pull out examples of you lying about me, lying about Feisty, lying about Find Out, continuing to harass Find Out, despite the fact, 5 courts have told you no. Why? You think you're just going to be able to enter evidence that you put in the last case? Is that what you think is going to happen here? That's not how it goes. It's not how it goes. It doesn't work that way. You can't say, oh, this evidence didn't work with this person, therefore I'm going to take this evidence and blame it on these people. That's not how it goes. You are using the courts? Hey, happy birthday. You missed it if you scroll up. I don't know, Lisa. I know that it's being hit. I know that it's being hit. Screenshots are not evidence. You're right. You're right. But what she's doing right now is harassing Find Out. She is using the courts to harass Find Out. A court told her no. Not once. Also, she uses Mike as an excuse. You were told no before Mike. So what are you talking about? You were told no before Mike. I know, Mahalo, but we're working on it. What up? You were told no, so it wasn't the attorney. It's the fact that you don't have any evidence. I don't know, Lemon Lucy. I don't know. Because I'm telling you, I think that I really do believe, thank you, Jennifer, I believe that she believes this stuff. I do. I think that at this point right now, she is so delusional, thank you, that she believes this stuff, y'all. And shame on Aaron. Because guess what? And all I know is that I know they're looking into it. Okay? Exactly. You're going to wind up in a shit ton of trouble. And they're not going to give you another warning, Gabby. Do you understand? Right, exactly, Ketty. Listen to me. I'll be damned if I get on this motherfucker and start addressing any of the 30 videos that people make about me a day. Truth doesn't need defending. Okay? It's only when you're lying and you got to keep repeating it because you're trying to convince yourself. The only people that walk around screaming shit like Gabby are guilty ones. Fact. They're not going to give you a warning. That safety plan, that was the warning. That was the warning. They don't have to. They could show up at your door with cops at any time and take him right the fuck out of there. And shame on y'all. Shame on y'all. For fucking sitting, not y'all. You know what I mean. You know, that was the last warning. Exactly. They don't have to. They don't have to. They could just go and take them. And then what? There are a couple of people with some really solid, I agree. There are some really solid theories, if you will, because I don't know if they're facts, that I saw in the comments of the video that I posted on YouTube. Because to me, with my logical brain, the only thing that I could think of is she wants him taken. Nobody of sound mind and body would know that they're at risk of losing their kid and continue doing what she's doing. It's truly wild to me. I've never seen that shit until I hopped up on TikTok. Because I promise you, the second that CPS knocked on my door, I let them, whatever you want me to do. Whatever I gotta do. And guess what? I got away with it because I had a legal prescription. But guess what, Gabs? They're gonna start testing your levels. They sure are. And then what are you gonna do? Because you can replace the pill count from Karen. You sure can. They'll never figure it out, but your levels, you won't get away from. You won't. I'm telling you, Ryan, it's the craziest shit I've ever seen. It's crazy to me. Hi, thank you, Token. It's crazy to me that this person's friend, right? And now listen, what did I hear her say last night? People tell her get off the app. Yeah, because most people would choose their family over a fucking social media app. It's a social media app. No way. No way. I would snatch the phone myself. There ain't no fucking way. And they all allow it. They do. Hi, Patty. They allow. I would have been gone long ago. Long ago. She thinks that getting on this app and saying that she's got 84 CPS cases, that's not a flex, boo. Ain't no, I know that's right. I know, I'm telling, it is the craziest shit I have ever seen on this app. Hi, Fuzz, how are you? I've never seen people so out of touch with like real life. It's seriously scary. Well, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's weird to me. I can't, I can't put those pieces together because it's not something I would ever do. It's strange. It is strange. Thank you. And the book. Listen to me. Listen to me. Thank you, Scarlett. Amazon has a, thanks, Token. Amazon has a pamphlet. You're right, Pixie. You're right. Amazon has a thing where you have to say, they are going to, I firmly believe that they're going to reject it. I firmly believe that they're going to reject it because of the AI content. Then what? That's going to be our fault too? That's going to be our fault too, I guess, But that's what I think. I think that, hi, Simply Just Me. I think that she is, me too, because guess what? It ain't going to work out for her. Hi, Mola. What up? Oh, shoot. I would have been gone years ago. I used to say this, I don't know if you've been around, like how long people have been around, but I remember in the beginning when, no, I didn't say it. Hi. Somebody in the anti-AR community had to deal with CPS, and I said I would never show my face again. If I had to deal with CPS, okay, because of a social media app, that would come first. My real life always comes first. Hi, Chrissy. It's crazy to me. Hi, Tiffany. It's crazy to me. Y'all, I saw that safety plan unedited. Okay? I've seen it all. Able to read it, no edits. It's gonna be a problem. Same, selfie queen. Same. Right. It's crazy to me, and she thinks that it's because she's got a purpose, y'all. When she said that, when I was filming that, it is considered plagiarism, absolutely, 100%. I don't know who's on her. Hi, Julie. I don't know who's on her stock page. Netflix. I about died, y'all. I about died. Purpose. Thank you for bringing me back. Yes, she said, and I was like, your kids should be your purpose. My kids are my greatest accomplishment. I can't wrap my head around that you are saying that this is your purpose. I was like, what? I agree. She thinks it's all a joke. She's never been held accountable. I promise you, CPS is going to be the one. And I don't know if y'all remember, but I said that about Lori too. Right? I was mind blown when she said that. Hi, Shea. Right? Never. Like, she said that this is her purpose. Yeah, when has she been silent? I mean, I haven't been around for a while, but when I start covering people, I go back and I watch everything I could fucking find. Because patterns, they stick out to me. But me too, Jessa. It's infuriating. Her purpose should be C. And like, here's the thing. I also mentioned this in my video that I posted last night as well, right? It blows my mind. It blows my mind that you, hi Stewie, thank you. If you hear her in her live, right, you'll hear him playing in the background. My kids don't have any special needs. My son was diagnosed with ODD, but he grew out of it as he got older, okay? But you could bet your fucking ass, hiya baby, if my kids were slacking in any department, that's what came first. I've missed classes trying to tutor my kids to bring them up. You're spending your free time. Listen, that pissed me off. That pissed me off. Thank you. Just like the shower. That kid is too young to be showering alone. Adults slip in the fucking shower and crack their heads open all the fucking time. There is no reason that kid should be in a shower bathing himself at 4. None. 0. For no reason. Okay? I want y'all to understand. She's not coming to this app to make money. Okay? Hi, Irish. She's coming to this app to victimize herself. Same, Fuzz. Same. She comes to this app to victimize herself. Nobody begs for her to come. Do you know how many people ask me about going lives, doing this, doing that, doing that? Nobody asks how to do that. I promise you, it takes me 6 times at least, by the way. Nobody is asking her to do that. Thank you, Chris. She is doing it, letting that kid go by the wayside to fulfill her own selfish shit. That's what's fucking gross to me. Disgusting. That kid should come first. Whatever, allegedly. That kid should come first. Always. Always. Not the internet. Not people on the internet that could give a fuck less about you. Okay? He should come first. And it's embarrassing that you allow Oh, thank you for bringing that up. Thank you for bringing that. She did blame him. I saw those texts. Okay? She did blame him. She did. She said that his behavior is the reason that she's put on a safety plan. No. Your behavior, Gabby, is why you were put on a safety plan. There is absolutely no reason that you can't take accountability. She did blame. I saw it myself. I saw those messages myself. She blamed him. She said that it's held like a parenting, 100%. But how do you expect him to listen, that kid is smart. Okay? He wants to fucking learn. But it's his parents that are not giving him the tools that he needs in order to succeed in life. And y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. You should. And then you think that you just want to have another baby. It's disgusting. I got news for you, Gabby. Even if you got pregnant, hi Amber, I'm not going to be much longer. I'm going to go get some food. Even if you got pregnant right now, guess what? That doesn't void that safety plan. How are you even trying to get pregnant while you're taking more than one controlled substance? I do agree with that, y'all. I do agree with that. And it's sad. It is sad. But how are you intentionally trying to get pregnant while you are prescribed more than one controlled substance? They sure will. Tracy, I didn't drink caffeine. True story. I gave myself 6 ounces of caffeine a day. Also, something else I wanted to touch on. Somebody hopped in her box yesterday and said they have PTSD. And I don't, y'all can help me out. I know that I have a lot of trauma survivors. Same. And people with PTSD. So I want to hear from y'all, okay? Those that are diagnosed with PTSD, okay? Did you avoid anything that triggered you? Or did you engulf yourself in things that triggered you? I'm just wondering, because somebody hopped in her box yesterday and they asked that very question, maybe not phrased the way that I phrased it. I avoided things like the plague. True story that Gabby would be the only PTSD diagnosed person that continuously puts herself around triggers, you know. Also wild for her to compare it to Schmurda. There is no low for her, y'all. There is no low for her. And the reason why it doesn't make sense is because she is lying. She is using Google. She sure is. She is using Google to fit some type of diagnosis, and that's why it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It's not gonna make sense because it's not real. It's not real. I appreciate y'all. It's unfortunate, and the audacity of her to continue to get on this app and say that suffer is real. You're right. There are people that have PTSD that are not, they haven't done trauma work or done, they suffer. She has no fucking idea what suffering is. 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 Before I had EMDR, I had very specific triggers, very specific ones. Why would loud noises, let's just ask this and then I'm gonna go. If her trigger is a chat, okay, why would loud noises be a trigger? Can anybody give me an answer for that? I just want to know. Why would fireworks or loud noises be a trigger for PTSD? Air quotes, y'all. Air quotes. Nosy one, smells were a big one for me as well. Why would loud noises be a trigger if it's the chat live that's the trigger? If you're a war vet, right? You're right. Listen, I agree. I'm not disagreeing. Okay, it is 100% war veterans. I'm sure combat veterans. I'm sure that that's a trigger for them. But why would it be a trigger for her? Is there any idea? I don't give a shit who streams it. Your triggers would relate to your trauma, correct? She doesn't realize that though. And this is what she doesn't understand, y'all. This is what she doesn't understand. This is what she doesn't understand. You are dealing with people that are smarter than you. Okay? Yeah, you're good. I don't really care. We're smarter than you. Not only are we smarter than you, a lot of us experience the things that you try to get on this motherfucker and lie about. Fact. A lot of people are professionals, okay? And they know that what you're saying is not accurate. And then you just try to gaslight everybody. What the fuck? What the fuck? You know, I say this a lot, right? I say this a lot, is that when anti-communities form, they form because, they form, thank you, because somebody is, a creator, is doing something continuously, patterns, right? Patterns, and not taking accountability. For G, it is liars. 99% of her shit would fucking dissipate if she got honest, took accountability, and stopped victimizing herself and took care of that kid. 99% of it would stop. But they don't want to accept that. So they just have to say it's us. They're bullies. They're bullies. But if you were honest and you didn't lie about us fucking daily to victimize yourself, none of this would happen. None of it. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. It happens. It's sad to me, Lori. It is sad to me. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes my mouth can get reckless. I understand that. I get that. But it's not my everyday thing. It typically gets that way when we're discussing children. Because guess what? I was once that child without a voice. Gabby, you are causing lifelong trauma. Lifelong trauma. And it's sad. It is sad. I would give almost anything to go back to my kids being that age. You don't realize what you've given up for a fucking social media app. Wild. You're not getting this time back. Do you understand that? You're not going to get it. You're not getting this back. You know what I mean, though. You don't get this time back. And you have spent, what is it, 3 years? You have spent 3 years on this here app ignoring that kid. Right? Time goes, listen, it goes so fast. Right, Sherry, that's what I'm saying. And she is out here pissing it away. And it's not even good attention. Isn't that's what's crazy to me. Listen, if this was a job for her and she was making money or like doing content that was like productive, I might feel differently. Probably not, because I really don't even agree with mommy vloggers. I don't. Also, Gabby, your mom content? What content is mom content? You laying on the bed with your legs up in the air, was that mom content? You continuing to have very sexually explicit conversations, is that mom content? Also, I understand that the vast majority of us will not contact her job. I'm talking about the outliers of people. Do not contact, let that bitch work. Let her work. That's not mom content. I promise you, I promise you that nobody is getting on this app to get mom advice from Gabrielle Jacobson. I promise you, it's not happening. Ever. People, even your friends, know that you're not a good mother, Gabby. You ignore that kid for fucking internet attention. They just don't have the balls to tell you. I promise you, that's the truth. I promise you. No actual mother is looking at you and being like, I want to be a mom like her. Definitely not cooking it, all of it. Throw it all in the trash. Cooking, cleaning, all of it trash. Can't even ask her how to fucking be a good girlfriend. That poor dude, I don't like Aaron, don't get me wrong. I think that he could be doing more for that kid. But I fucking promise you, okay? I promise you, nobody is looking at him. He is like, I personally, just so you understand, like, being a good father would be something I would be attracted to. I don't classify him as a good dad. I agree. Mahalo, don't get me twisted. I agree. Because he's not doing anything. He should be. If I were him, I'd have taken my kid and left long ago. Long ago. Also, he said, I know he said it, that if we could prove that those documents were sent by Gabby, that he'd leave. What happened? What happened? I'm just wondering. I agree. He stayed. Isn't that weird? So strange how that works, isn't it? So crazy. It's sad. It's really sad to me. Where would he go? CPS, listen to me. CPS has more resources than anybody can imagine. Fact. I also think that it's fucking crazy that she really thinks, hi Pro, thank you, that she thinks that her book is going to be a bestseller and be made into a Netflix special. Delusions of grandeur are a thing. Gabby, where are all your supporters? That GoFundMe has raised, what, $50? Where are the hundreds of supporters you have? Thank you, guys. Right, what are the cameras for? I promise you, nobody is coming anywhere near either one of y'all. Nobody is coming near y'all. Delusions of grandeur. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It's crazy to me. Crazy to me. Crazy. But, Cindy, I didn't talk to you. Let me send you. Listen, I don't know what's going on. I didn't see it, love, because I was working on something else. But there, any type of documentary, they do your research. They do their research. Hi, Kathy. I'm about to end now because I want to go get some food. What are y'all eating for dinner? Thank you, Sally. Right. Who the fuck is going near there? I promise you nobody's going near there. Lasagna. Yeah, but I don't want to cook. I'm just going to go grab something so I can get back to what I was doing. Joni, I'll get it up. Spaghetti and garlic bread. Ooh, I love oh no, witch, please. I hope you feel better. I could go to Buc-ee's. I love Buc-ee's pulled pork. I love Buc-ee's pulled pork. I could never. Ribs sound good too. I missed that, I'm sorry. Hold on. Something about a record. Who would risk a record? Pink Fairy does. I mean, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. It's crazy to me it's crazy that he's so fucking stupid that he believes that that's like reality. Like, what is the combined IQ over there? 50? Maybe 60? Neither one of them. I like pork chops. Pork chops are actually my favorite. One of my favorite. -50. You might be right. You might be right. I know. Listen, I try not to. I know. I am always generous, and it always bites me in the ass. You know, room temp IQ. Stop. With applesauce. I do like it with applesauce. Justin, I'm telling you. Listen. He's smart. That kid wants to fucking learn, y'all. He wants to learn. He's just not being enriched or taught to learn. That's what's fucking awful. That's what's sad to me. That's terrible. Both of y'all, like, don't just remove them. Like, hit them both with a neglect charge. All right, y'all. I hope you have a good day. I will repost it because I know I wasn't here long. Kids are a product of their environment. You're right. I firmly believe that his behavior is because of her. I do. And he just wants interaction, y'all. I don't know if y'all know much about stuff like that, right? But when a kid they crave interaction with their parents, right? She is screaming at her phone half the time. If she paid attention to him and actually did, she can't even go to the fucking park without being on a live stream. They will act out to get that attention because that's how they get it. It's sad. It's terrible. I'm going to go and watch Suba's video, so thank you for reminding me that. Also, if you are somebody that posts Lori Jones and have not spoken to me, please hit my link tree and get me on Facebook or Insta. And I'm going to go eat, edit the rest of this video, and I should have it up soon. I know, it's terrible. I hope everybody has a good night. I know, January, it's terrible. It pisses me off. It pisses me off. It pisses me off. Don't be a piece of shit today. Gabby, I'm primarily talking to you, you know. Stay out of Pity Paws Live. You fucking weird bitch. And I will see y'all soon.